Hey YouTube, I want to talk about being protective of your spirituality and how I like guard the damn thing. I know what it is because in the same breath that I am so open, so willing for criticism, and so like willing to kind of like discuss things and have my mind opened and have something interpreted in a different way and let me see something new. I'm also extremely conscious of the idea that I don't want anyone or everyone to kind of rip into it. Like, I'm so protective of it now. I'm so like constantly on guard in a sense with it. Like, I'm protective of my spiritual time. I'm protective of my altar. I'm protective of these things. And I've never had that with spirituality before. I've never had that with any sort of religious thinking about anything, really. I was always much more of the mind that it was like a nonchalant thing, a non-precious thing, if you will. And instead, I've found that I really, really enjoy having this idea that I have something sacred that has belonged to me. This is something that I explore willingly and with reverence. Like, I really want to look into it and peel it open in every aspect, but I don't want anyone else to come and trod their dirty feet all over it. I want to have a sacred space and that also be a safe place for me to look into things and not worry about some ideas being destroyed or kind of torn apart by other people, right? Like, it's one of those things where every once in a while I'll get into conversations with people about spirituality that I don't know their views or don't know how this could really end up going, not sure. And instead, I find myself suddenly being a little more on guard. One, because I know witchcraft and Wicca and all of that isn't necessarily public knowledge of what it's even really about. Like, there's a lot of judgment that comes with that, a lot of misinformation, but also just the idea that, like, if you're not open-minded, I don't want to talk to you about it. I don't want to have a conversation with someone who is not at least open to some of the foundation that I have built for myself as a fact to build my practice off of, if that makes sense. Like, I have certain things that I'm like, yeah, no, this is possible. Magic is possible. These things are all possible. And they work, and they're sacred, and they're things to be respected. And the minute you don't, I will cut off so fast. Like, that is one of my lines now. Don't you dare cross over or insult my spirituality in any way, shape, or form. And that's not to say that I don't take criticism or to take critique even from people who understand, from people who know, people who look at things and can see where I'm coming from and go, oh, you might want to look at that a little bit. Like, I have a feeling you could learn or grow in that area. I'm more open to that if you are open to hearing my point of view. If you're opening to looking at it and going, oh, this is something special to her, something sacred to her, and I'm not gonna take any shit when it comes to it. So who else feels that way? Who else, especially with something so new? I've never felt this before. Like, I get now why some people get so protective of their spirituality, so protective of their religion. They're like, no, don't you dare cross any sign of it. And it's like, I don't want to be that adverse to it, but I get that desire now. I get that, like, barrier. I get why for some people it's entirely not up for discussion because it is such a personal, and I do believe in some ways should be a very protected thing. It should be something that you're constantly looking at and going, yeah, no, I want this. I want this to be something that I love and something I'm willing to hold on to and continue to grow with, and something I want to protect and guard and keep safe so I can continue to grow with it and do all the things I want to do. Anyway, I make new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and now Mondays too. So I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.